Welcome to the Notary Educators with Kimmi Podcast. Hosts Kimmi and Jeff Nunnally, along with Alexis Franklin, share expert insights to help you launch and grow a successful mobile notary business no matter what state you are commissioned in. Learn how to become a top-notch loan signing agent and get answers to common notary questions. Explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training library, plus live weekly online coaching sessions with courses on general notary work, wedding efficient services, remote online notary, ink fingerprinting, apostille, translation services, and I-9 completion. Notary Educators, LLC is your one-stop shop for notary training. Tune in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast and subscribe to the Notary Educators with Kimmi's YouTube channel also for more tips. Take your notary business to new heights.
Welcome to Notary Educators with Kimmi. I'm your girl Kimmi. What's up? What's up? Number one notary educator. What's up nationwide? We help notaries nationwide in all 50 states. Know your notarial duties. Know how to notarize like a pro. How to achieve success in your notary business. Welcome to those who will listen to the podcast and also to those who will watch the replay. I was thinking for tonight's live, what I'm going to do is take your comments in real time while I wait for you to loosen up, because it usually takes a second. Hey Melissa, what's up? How are ya? How's it going? While it takes you guys a few minutes to loosen up, sometimes I'm going to answer the comments in my actual YouTube videos, okay? So a lot of times I'll try to answer these questions, and even when I go back to answer a lot of times in the chat, answer these YouTube questions, I've not watched that video or remember what I said in the video, so I'm going to do my best tonight to try to answer some of these questions right quick. So let's just hop right into it. Melissa, what's up with you? What's going on in your notary business? You need any help with anything? You talking about anything? Any questions? Let's do it, people. We got quite a few people here. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. What's up? What's up? So again, I'm just hanging out for a little bit. I was going to answer some of these questions in this in my YouTube comments. And again, until I wait for your questions here live, of course, I'm here to help you first, but I was going to answer some of these to break the ice. Sam Ace, hey, South Carolina's in the house. I come there quite often to a place called Woodruff. Not sure if you've heard of it or not. Outside of Greenville. Yeah, I got some friends that retired there. So let's see. The first one, Willie Pinnell was saying 1 to something on the initial disclosures video. I don't know what she was saying. 1, 2. I think my question was, do you know what it is? So that means she must know. Again, I did that one kind of recent, so I kind of remember what I was talking about. The next one would be Danielle Suzette 444. She says, I usually miss the lives because she's at work. For her son's medical appointment, she was referring to the how to do a will signing. That was actually a podcast. A lot of times you all will say, Kimmi, I can't see you. I can't see you. It's a podcast. It's just like if you were listening to iHeartRadio or any other podcast. So sometimes on a podcast, these particular kind, you won't see me. It's audio only. But they do very well here on the channel because some people haven't seen the actual video. So that's why you cannot see me. So if you're catching this, that's what happens with the podcast. You cannot see me, okay? This is live, so you can see me. I'm here and everything, okay? Lori W's in the house. Hey, Lori, what's going on with you? Regina, welcome. Good evening, good evening. So our next one we have is Danielle Suzette was saying, you heard Kimmi say, let's do this thing. That was on the will signing podcast. And again, I'm saying that for all this year, all next year, permanently now, because I got you covered with your training and your mentorship. So no more excuses. Let's do this thing. If you're new to notary, really quick, what is a notary? A notary is a person that watches people sign documents. We try to be professional. We are ethical. That's why we're hired to do so many different types of loan signings and different types of documents, power of attorneys, wills, school notes, travel consent, You name it, people ask us to do it. Ink fingerprinting, complete the I-9 form, which is an immigration verification form. It's so many things, so many things. So I put out a post about a new t-shirt my friend made for me. Sweet Intentions is his IG. Sweet Intentions. Ooh, Sweet Intentions Shop, I think it is. His symbol or logo is pandas. So DJS was saying that she loves the new shirt. I got a few of them. Lori, thank you for your shout out on the video about the short that I did. I'm trying to do more shorts and incorporate music and fun stuff. People love those kind of videos. They love them. They come for the information, the education, but they just want to see you sometimes just cut loose. And I'm all about that life too. I don't mind. I'm gonna always be professional because whatever you put out on the web stays there forever. So it was funny, Jeffrey and I were filming something the other day, and I wanted to do like a kiss at the end. It was just a natural thing. Oh, you was up dancing, Lori? Yeah, it was some good music, right? I enjoyed it too, and it's eye-catching. So it's so funny. That video actually has, let me see right quick. That video has 268 views on it. It was a short, 9-second short. 268. That is crazy. But people love, again, those kind of videos. And I'm on YouTube. I don't know that I would recommend that for your regular notary business. You can still do some fun stuff with your regular notary business when it comes to social media and content creation. But make sure you stay professional, because what I can do on YouTube and what I can do on TikTok for that audience may be a little bit different than someone that wants me to come out and sign on their loan modification, or they're purchasing a property for $200,000 or $300,000 or $1 million, property. That may look a little different. So on TikTok, I might could be like, hey, point, click, and all that. But when I'm actually on my regular stuff, my regular business channel, I don't typically do all that, okay? So that's just a word of caution. So what you see on this channel and on my social media pages, I do advertise, of course. So I have had clients find me, like doing a apostille for my apostille videos here on YouTube. I've had people find me to complete their will signing for my will videos here on YouTube. So they do find me here. So again, I'm always even cautious of what I talk about. If I tell you a story, I usually sometimes will try to change it from a he to a she, maybe from a they, or I might change the location. If it happened at a hospital, I might say it happened at a school. Sometimes, depending on the depth of the story, because I would never want a client to come here and say, oh, she talking about me, so there are true stories, but sometimes I have to change the narrative a little bit. Just like you watch a Lifetime movie, and it may say it's a true story or whatever, but they had the author whatever. So that happens here in YouTube world too. At least it does for me, because I ain't trying to get sued, and I want to keep my good reputation. What questions do you all have tonight? Let's see what else we got. So Lori also made another comment. She says, love this. The music is on point, and it is the best notary mentor program around. Thank you, Lori. Lori is a part of mentorship. She's knocking it out the box. Our mentor program, for those of you who may be new to the channel or new to Kimmi and Notary Educators, it consists of all of our training courses, again, where we teach you how to properly notarize, help you overcome that fear of documents, fear of the unknown. We cover documents, we give you scripts, we give you courses how to price your services, how to market your services, the different services that you can offer. Apostille is even included, wedding officiant. So you can check out all things notary at notaryeducatorsllc.com, okay? Let's see what else we got. Martha Morgan says, hey, Kimmi. She's commenting on the initial disclosures video also. If you missed that one, go back and catch it. She says, hey, Kimmi, thank you so much for taking time to share this good information. Continued blessings. I could be answering them as I'm going through this. I didn't even think to do that. I don't want to take up too much of your time here, so I'll come back and just answer the questions so they can get like a little reply or something, okay? If I can hit it while I'm here, I will. But Yeah, if I can hit it while I'm here, I will. Because that is being productive, right? Let's see. I hurt my hand the other day, and I'm like, this is not good. It's my hand I stamp with. It's my crimping hands from my embosser. I'm like, this is not good. This is not good. Okay, let me get the next comment. That's why I didn't want to do it this way, because I know it would slow me down. Okay, we'll come back to this. Let's get the next comment. Or do you all have something? Okay, while I'm waiting on you, I'll go ahead. Welcome, everyone. Please feel free to drop your comments here or questions. We have somebody else that must be in an attorney state. Janine says, thank you for the video about being in an attorney state. Linda 17212 says it's about the how to make more money as a notary. She says, hey Kimmy, if I have my commission, my state handbook, do you still recommend getting your book specific to my state? I'm going to say yes, because your state handbook is not going to teach you how to become a notary. It's going to how to make business, how to make your notary business make money. It's going to teach you your state laws, okay? So I will come back and answer that actually. Actually, I'm going to hit that one right now. Hello, Linda. Yes, your state handbook only teaches you laws, not how to have a business, not how to start or grow a business, how to start or grow your notary business. And the book that she's referring to, for those of you who do not know, is the Start Your Notary Business book. It's not that complicated. I got a couple here I'm going to show you. Let's see. I have a couple here. Every state has their own book. So we have the Indiana book. I just happen to have these handy. Indiana, Florida, Georgia. Every state has their own book, okay? Let's get the next question here. The next one was just a lot of claps for the initial disclosures. Carrie Ann, thank you so much. Harriet Davis says she also liked the little video I did yesterday. Thank you. Gary J.S. and I asked, what ID does an inmate have? They watched the jail signing video, so they're asking me what kind of ID. Typically inmates, and I've not been to jail, so I don't know. But I've not actually been in jail. But they typically have an ID wristband or something, or maybe their family member has a ID. They can give it to you as you're going in with the client. So there are different ways that you have to verify your client if they are an inmate. But typically it's going to be a wristband, and you got to make sure you know what your state handbook says too, because your state handbook may not allow anything fancy, okay, or anything out the norm. We got a couple questions here. Linda says, hi, I'm in Douglasville. What are the steps to becoming a notary? Yes, Linda, welcome. So first step is to get your commission. Next step is to start your business, of course. And before you even start your business, after you get your commission, you need some training. I'm going to say the T word. It's a dirty word out here sometimes. But you need to know what you're doing. You need to know what your notarial duties are, okay? So what I recommend is start out by getting the book for Georgia, all right? And that's going to tell you all about the notary business, what you can do, what you can't do in Georgia, because it's kind of different than other states. And then from there, I'm going to have you double back to do your training with us. And then we'll get you on the right path. If you only want to invest a small amount, I would say start with the Notarize Like a Pro. I do have several checklists that are free on the Notary Educators website. So go under free resources. I have 3 beautifully prepared that I paid money for resources for you, okay? So you can download those 3 to get started. It takes you step by step how to start that business, okay? Willie Pinnell, I was talking about you earlier. What's up, Kimmy? Willie Pinnell says, hey, Kimmy, I got one of your journals, the paperback with the dog and the cat one, and the book, Become a Notary Signing Agent. I got them yesterday. Oh, you are so welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I can't wait for you to fill up that journal. You're welcome, Linda. I cannot wait for you to fill up that journal. If you don't know what she's talking about, my friend is Willie Pinnell. This is the cat and dog journal. I have 10. I actually created 3 more based on a live the other day. They're coming soon. But this one is one of them. And I just love this one. It's one of my favorites. Now, this is the paperback. But all of the journals is 10 of them to choose from. Okay, so just click under Notary Collection, Notary Journal Collection, and this is the hard copy. And I love this one. It's my favorite. I think this one is a dog, and it's so funny because I'm not a dog lover, but it covers everything you need to have in your journal. So check those out. It's 10 different ones. That's 2 of them. I'll show you a couple more I got here. The purple one, people went crazy. So I got a pink one coming. I got another pink one already out there, but I'm going to do another one. And this is the one with the butterfly. And they all contain like a list of sample screening questions, a sample oath, a place for you to write your dollar amount for your job that you're charging, to separate out your travel fee, and how many notary stamps. And all of that's important. There's even a tax course if you didn't know. This one is kind of car retro for my guys. A lot of people like leopard print. It's a white snow leopard. I like that one. Okay, I like all the ones I chose actually. So I'm waiting on 3 more to get approved by Amazon. So let's go while I wait on your questions. I'm going to get a couple more from these videos. So feel free to drop your questions. Let's see here. Prince Fabio says that they like the video about how to start your notary business. And also, let me go back to Linda too. Linda, check out my channel here too, because this will give you a nice overview as to how I am successful as a notary in the state of Georgia, and been doing it for almost 6 years now. Professionally, I was a notary before that, so I knew what a notary was. I just didn't know you could make money doing it. It was the best kept secret, but the pandemic to open up Pandora's box. So Prince Fabio says, I like these videos because I just got my commission. I can't wait to start my business and get work. See, you hear that sentence? Can't wait to start my business and get work. You need to, can't wait to start my business and learn the business, okay? No shade to Prince Fabio, but that's what I always hear. I can't wait to get my commission and start making money. No, that's not how this thing works. You have got to take training, and then you can make money, okay? The Secretary of State will give you the commission. They say, here you go, Linda. You got your commission. See ya. But, and I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. But, okay, they don't teach you how to start a business or even how to properly do all your notarizations. Okay, that's where we come in. We're very hands-on. Even in the videos, if you buy the self-paced courses, we're very hands-on. So we teach you things that you're not going to learn in a textbook, okay? Sometimes I teach things in our courses, and my mentees will say, well, Kimmi, I've never heard that before. And you won't. You won't hear it nowhere. You won't see it nowhere. That's why you pay for training. That's why you're working with the #1 notary educators, okay? All right, next. We have Danielle Suzette again. Danielle was binge watching, so she got a lot of comments on the Power of Attorney podcast. She said she thinks she heard that last week live, and probably. So with the podcast, what we do is take the live videos, and again, everybody don't see everything, so we take the live videos and then turn it into a podcast. Okay, that's what we do. Lisette says she watched the initial disclosures. She said, hi, first time, I guess, watching my stuff in Orlando. She specializes in loan signing, but want to learn other avenues that she could expand and not to sit and wait for an assignment. Yes, especially you in Florida. Lisette, you should be doing apostilles and fingerprints and wedding officiant. Okay, remote. There's so many different things you can be doing. And we talked about this in mentorship last night. We meet weekly for mentorship. We talked about this last night in mentorship. We're not just waiting around for a seller's package. We're not just sitting around for a power of attorney. We're going to learn how to do everything, get the equipment we need so we can make progress and we can get this money. People are making money. Is it you? That's the question I asked one day last week. Documents are being notarized all day, every day. Who's going to be doing the notarization is the question. Is it going to be you or me? Is it going to be you or your neighbor? That's the question. You ever hear the question behind the question? The real question is, the statement is, documents are being notarized 24/7, every day, all day long. Okay? No doubt. No doubt. Thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of documents were notarized today. How many of them will you be able to notarize? How many of them did you miss out on because you're sitting on the sidelines, you're afraid, you're scared, you don't know what to do, you don't want to invest in training, you're scared you're going to get ripped off? And I understand that one. It's a lot of fraud. But if you've been watching me for any time, you see the information I provide you here, you can only imagine what's behind the closed doors, okay? I got over 1,000 videos on this channel. What questions do we have? What else? So we got a new subscriber. This is Sovereign Fundamentals. They were also commenting on the seller's package video I did. They said, I would love to get your book for Delaware. I'm going to look for it now. You have a new subscriber as well. Thank you. And thank you also. Somebody watched the apostille courier video, and that's Lady Marsh. And she says, thank you for sharing. My pleasure. And somebody put, do know how. Oh, I think she said she knows how to do apostilles. Okay, great. Somebody else is saying that they need help. What other comments do you have live for me today? Somebody else commented on my apostille video, Joanna Quiones. She said it was clear and detailed. Very good. Thank you. It's my pleasure. My pleasure. Danielle Suzette watched another part of the will signing. Just saying hello. We got a few hellos here. Pro Notary Mom, thank me for the 20 tax write-offs. I actually have a tax course that you can watch for free. Not watch for free. I'm sorry. The tax course is inside the mentor program, or you can get it 60% off coupon code WIN 2025, and it's going to really help save you money on your taxes. Okay. Willie Pennell says, I did a hybrid loan for the first time the other day. I was real nervous. I admit I need a little more training. I know you do. I already know you do, because you've been watching us for a long time, and I kind of think that you're trying to just put it together. If you would just invest in yourself, Willie, for at least 3 to 4 months, and just soak up everything that we can give and pour into you, you will be fine. You've been with us for years. So for you to tell me that you were afraid of a hybrid, which is easy, and I applaud you for being honest and open here, but you know I love you. I see you all the time. I'm going to highly encourage you to invest in your training just a little bit. It's only $47. I can't go any cheaper than that, because we got to keep the lights on, right? But it's only $47, and once you do a few months with us, you will be ready. You watch every video, and I know you're trying to learn from the videos. That's why I always say I'm not afraid to tell you what I know here on YouTube, because even if I give you everything in these videos, you won't be able to just do it. You gotta just come on. You have to. I know. So work on the budget. Again, it's only $47, and again, a hybrid, that's something you should have been able to do in 5 minutes and make your money and be out with proper training. But see, you're trying to wing it and go by memory, and this little piece here and that little piece there. It's like you want a piece of bread. You know, you ever want to make a good grilled cheese sandwich? A good sandwich, and you realize your bread is old and it's all crumpled up. And you're trying to work with that piece of bread because you don't have no more bread in the house. You don't have no more bread in the house. You cannot make a grilled cheese with crumpled bread. You cannot. Okay? You cannot. Not with little crumbs and just trying to figure it out. Or you trying to eat some chips and you get to the end of it and they all crumbled up. It's like you want a whole chip. You know what? That popcorn, that white cheddar popcorn, I have gotten rid of that popcorn at the end. I've thrown it out. Because after the whole kernels are gone, that white cheddar popcorn, they give you a quarter bag of just husk. I don't want that. So no one wants a notary that is only, just doing little bits and pieces and trying to figure it out. We have to go ahead and invest a little bit. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. It's 2025. You trust me. I know you do, because you're here every day. But I want to work with you. Let's get you going. Let's help you learn what you really need to know, and then you can blow up out there. So Lori W says, come join us, Willie. It's worth it. I have been just watching over a year. It was only when I stepped fully in and went to mentoring did I get the confidence to go all in. You can do this. Yes, I know she can too. Lori, thank you for that shout out. I appreciate it. I really do. Hyra, hey. Willie Panella saying thank you. Hyra says fully worth it. See you on the other side. Hey Hyra, she's doing amazing. Still growing her business too. Thank you both. I appreciate it. But real talk, Willie, you know I love you. Okay? We never even met. Have we met at the the Georgia thing we did? I don't remember. I think we did. I really don't remember. But if we haven't met, I know you because we've been here for years. So a hybrid, like I said, you should have been able to do that in your sleep. And that's why, and sometimes people say, well, I can't afford training. And this is, again, no shade to Miss Willie Pinnell. You cannot afford not to. You cannot afford not to take training. I did a whole video on that. Well, it's too expensive. My budget won't allow it. Somebody recently told me that. And I was like, oh, okay, well, whenever you can get yourself together, just let me know. I'll be here. I'm not doing anything cheaper. I'm not going to even act like I'm going to. I cannot. I won't. You have to invest in yourself, and I want to make sure we have the right caliber of people in the program, so that's another reason why we're not going to reduce it any further. And for $47, access to 16 courses, 4 live weekly trainings, it doesn't get any better than that, including the apostille training. So yeah, so we got to really think about what's important to us. Okay. Everybody's saying, hey, spend $10 on coffee. I know Hyra's right. We buy what we want to buy. I took my sister to lunch yesterday and I overspent on that lunch. She enjoyed every second of it. And for me, it brought me pleasure because it's hard to please her when it comes to eating. And I don't know if it's because I was paying for it or not. You know how that is. Something tastes better when somebody else paying for it. But she really enjoyed her food, and that brought joy to my heart. So Willie says, no, we haven't met yet. We have talked on the phone once. Okay, cool. Okay. Hey, Notary fam, it's Kimmi. I am here to let you know, just in case you have not heard about the Notary Business Coaching Success Program. We meet weekly. We talk about your notarial duties, how to do an acknowledgement, how to do a jurat, how to administer an oath, everything you've been asking for. And guess what else is included? Unlimited access to all of my trainings that will also include ink fingerprinting, trust/estate documents, learn how to properly execute a trust. Don't forget, we also have the private community, like-minded notaries who have been trained by me. Check out my book that I've written for each state, How to Start Your Notary Business in Alabama, California. You get the point. Wherever you're located, there's a book for your state. Well, hopefully I'll see you soon over in training. Notary Educators, LLC. We got you covered. Bye. But I still know you because you've been here for years. Okay? That's why I know. When you put that comment in there, I know what you know. Danielle Suzette on the how to become a notary signing agent. Her comment was she's always late to the live, but she's still drinking in all the golden drops. She says she agrees she want to come in respect of the room, arrive ahead on schedule, and be prepared. Yes. She also listened to the one that said no to notarization. Danielle was binge watching, okay? And for those of you who don't know about the new notary, let me see, the Notary Signing Agent book. Let me show you. It is out. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong book. Here it is. Become a Notary Signing Agent. Oh, I just love you. I know I love you some yellow because it makes you feel good. So this is the new Notary Signing Agent book. If you're not ready for courses yet, you want to know exactly how to start the business, how to become a Notary Signing Agent, some of the common packages and some common mistakes to avoid. This is what you need. Okay, Notary Educators, LLC.com. Check under the book collection for this, okay? Next, we have Danielle again. She says, wow, I'm all about that. I've not done my first signing, but having instructions at least give me something to fall back on. I'm sure I'll be confident in those things. But if it comes with instructions, yeah, you're right. We should still read them. Yeah, so that comment makes me nervous. I wouldn't give her my loan signing to do. If you don't know what you're doing, you're just going to strictly figure it out. I can wing it with the instructions. Again, no shade. She's new. I can tell because she's binge watching everything. But I'm not going to give you a loan signing and you're going to tell me, I've never taken anybody's training, no training. I'm just going to read instructions. Yeah, that's not working for me. I'm very picky even as who I let cover for me. I don't let anybody cover for me. No. I do not. I have a few people in my group my mentor group that I know that I've trained. I know that if they do get stuck, they only need like a little push, a little help. But I don't just give my work to anybody. I would never hop in a Facebook group. You will never, ever, I have never hopped into a Facebook group and say, hey, can you go do a job for me? You will never see Kimmi's name next to that kind of request. Because I don't just give my work to anybody. So for these signing companies to have to trust these notaries out here, and they already know you don't know what you're doing. Why? Because they only paying $20. They're going to pay the first notary $20 because they know they're going to jack it up. They might pay one more $20 thinking it's going to get right. So now they out $40. And then they got to turn around and come and pay me the real amount because they already know I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to be the last person these days that they try to find, right? If you got a cheap signing company. If you got a signing company that don't want to pay, they'll take a chance on you. It's only $20. They'll take a chance. That's why they send out $20 signings, because they already know it's going to be wrong. They got to call somebody else, and they got to call somebody else. Okay? So, not being shady, not being crazy, not being funny, not trying to get views, but real talk is you've seen the $20 signings out there. You've seen them. So, am I making that up? Can the people in the back say, no, Miss Kimmi, you're not? I'm not making that up because they already know I got to pay her, I got to pay him, then I got to call the real person that I know can get it done. All right? So if they have time to play those kind of games as a signing company, as a business owner, go for it. I'm not playing a game with them, but if that's what they want to do, they roll the dice every time, 50-50. Mama need a new pair of shoes. And they like, I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to go ahead and pay this person $20, figuring she going to get it right. Please. So I don't give my work to anybody, and that's why I'm not a signing company owner. I am too OCD. There is no way on this green earth, unless it was strictly I'm running something for my people that I've trained. Now, and is that costing me money? Yeah, it is. But I sleep at night. See, all money is not good money. I cannot have 15 notaries out there not knowing what they're doing. I need to get a signing completed in South Carolina, or I need to get a signing completed in California, and the person don't know what they're doing. And then they got to send it back to me. I do my scans. I'm looking it over, and it's incorrect, and I got to find somebody else to go back out there. Who got time for that? Now, if that's what you do for a signing company, and they make good money, I love it. I ain't no shade to the signing companies, but it's just not for me and my business. No, I'd rather get you prepared so you can go work with their signing companies, and then they say, oh, this person know what they're doing, and then you can say, hey, Kimmi, it went well, and you can get in chat or come up here on YouTube and say, hey, Miss Kimmi, I did my first signing, it went great. That brings me joy. That brings me joy. Or you get stuck out there, you say, hey, I need some help, I can walk you through it because I already know you watch Notarize Like a Pro. I already know you watch the specialty training. You already watched the estate/trust course, and I can come in here and clean it up a little bit. But I ain't trying to teach you how to be no notary at the signing table. I cannot. I don't do that anymore. I just don't. I just do not. And I think the word is out. No, because I cannot. I can't teach you how to be a notary in a 2-minute call at the signing table, and you're signing someone's $100,000 home. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? That's like you need to go have brain surgery tomorrow, and you got a brain surgeon, he's been watching YouTube videos, and he's like, yeah, when I get my degree, I'm going to really know how to do it. But all of a sudden, he's like wanting to do brain surgery based on what he saw. And he's calling his peers, hey, Dr. Smith, can you help me out with this brain surgery over here? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? All right, let's see. Skyla Funk says, I'm looking to take the loan signing class. Yes, so you can get the class by itself. Coupon code is WIN2025, WIN2025. But Skyla Funk, before you even do that, I would ask you and push back, do you know how to do your notarial duties? Do you know what an acknowledgement is, a jurat? Have you done some general notary work? Let me know what you're doing right now, okay? Because, yes, I would love for you to take my loan signing class. But if you're not really ready for that, I don't want you to buy it. I just don't. I'd rather you get notarized like a pro, learn what to do, and then you can get that course, okay? Patrice Ham said, just started watching your videos. They are the real deal. Thank you. Yes, because I do the work. I do the work. I'm not just a YouTuber that found out about notary. I am a notary. I bleed notary. We are notaries. All right, Patrice. Thank you. I appreciate the shout out. I appreciate that. And we do try to be the real deal. All right. While I wait on your comments, I'm going to do a few more from here in case people are listening. And again, that was no shade to Danielle, but again, I'm not going to trust you just because you can read the instructions. I want you to know why you're doing it. I want everything needs to make sense to you, and then you can execute a package correctly. If you don't know what execute means, you probably need to be in training. Okay? I will tell you what it means to get the documents completed. Okay? So she's commenting on the win and say, no again. Danielle says, thank you, Kimmi. I'm here to fish from you. You're a master fisher. You're great. I appreciate it. I use the illustration in here about you can teach a man or give a man a fish. So that's what she's referring to. I do remember that because I love that illustration. And that's why I no longer teach people, you know, Lori. Shout out to Lori. Thank you, Lori. Please press the like button. Like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you, Lori. Lori, got you. You can send you a gift card, lunch or something. I appreciate you always saying that. I'm going to write it down so I don't forget. Just shoot me an email, Lori. I'll send you a $10 gift card to somewhere because you always remember. I appreciate that. Send me your email. I know you're not asking for that. So you're going to say, I don't want that, Kimmi. I want to show my appreciation because you always try to help me. And that's what a good business person does. You always try to help me. When you're here, you like hit that like button. Okay. Lisa, what's up? What's up? So, Lori, shoot me an email, Notary Educators, LLC@gmail.com. Or you can actually DM me in the chat, okay? Not in the chat, like direct me. Direct pleasure, okay? Yeah, send that to me. Oh, you're so sweet. She says, you're worth it. It's my pleasure. Oh, I really appreciate it, for real. Skylar, I said hey to Lisa. Okay. Lori says, I hear you. Okay. Yeah, DM me in the back. $10. I'll get it for you. Let's see. Danielle was listening to the window saying no. Danielle clearly was binge watching again. So she says, thanks for mentioning that. Ohio has no expired IDs. That confused me when I was studying for the test. Yes, I think my question was, can you take an expired ID in your state? Some states you can, some states you cannot. Some states it's 5 years, some states it's 10 years. Some states you cannot, period. So you need to know what your handbook says. It's a good reminder. Thank you, Kimmi. Sorry, this is talk to text. Oh, she was just saying she spelled some stuff wrong. Okay. Carrie Ann said great info on the apostille video she watched. Let's see, Dragon Lord on the Secretary of State. They were watching how to fill out a journal. So Dragon Lord says, isn't it true that you can only have one journal registered at the Secretary of State? How can we have multiples? So she's referring to me releasing my new journals. Okay, so when I released the new journals, I was like, hey, you can switch over and start using this one. Your journal is not registered with the Secretary of State, so I hope you're watching Dragon Lord. I will go ahead and adjust this later. But your journal is not registered with the Secretary of State. You never have two different two different journals working out of at the same time, okay? I don't never have two. I always have one. You put an end date on whenever you stop using the other one. So you can pick up one of these new ones easily. In the beginning of it, I even wrote a space for you to put the begin date and the end date. So that's the same thing you would do with your other journal. Put the end date. You're not stuck to a journal. What if you lose it? So I understood this person may be new, so they didn't understand that. But yeah, you can have not working out of two at the same time, because that wouldn't be good. When the attorney calls you and say, hey, I need you to tell me what happened on such and such date, and you working out of 3 different journals, you're not going to know what happened, right? So work with one journal at a time, but whatever you're working with, if you want to switch to mine, you can, and in the front of it, just put the begin date and the end date, and then the same thing on the other one, put the end date, okay? Got an excellent video on the Proctor video. LaDonna says she fell off the car. Oh, she was referring to my story I told about my notary journal, what happened. Danielle Suzette says she liked the illustration about players and professionals. Just love it. So glad to be here. She's driving, so she's listening to the podcast a lot. Okay, cool. What other questions do we have? Skylar Funk says that she is, wait a minute, not in MA. Oh, okay, you cannot take an expired ID in Mass. Okay. Patrice Ham says, so if I have a setup in my car and one at home, can I have two journals recorded in the same info? No. No. No, Patrice. That we just kind of talked about that. One journal. That's all you have, okay? Now, I have made a mistake and left my journal. Like I was saying in that video, only one time that happened. I didn't leave it, I lost it. But it was in the street, on the street I live in. So that's what happened. So in that case, I wrote everything down. I had my client to sign a piece of paper. And then when I got home, I added that to the journal. But you're only working out of one journal at a time. We're not going to have one in the car, one in the house. No. Now, I will add a caveat to that. For those of you who are what I call a work notary, maybe your job paid for your commission and you're notarizing at National Bank of America. Let's just say you work for Bank of America and you're a notary for Bank of America and they pay for all of your supplies. In that case, that may be an exception. Again, I have to push back on your state handbook. Most states don't even require a journal. Okay, let's just keep it real. Okay, most states don't even require a journal. So this is really an obsolete conversation for everybody. We just really talking about it. Now, if you train with me and you've been with me since day one, 6 years ago, you already know. I say you have a journal no matter what. Georgia did not require any type of documentation until this year. This year, now notaries have to record certain documents. They don't even have to record everything, just certain documents. I don't roll like that. I document everything. Because when that phone call rings from that attorney, which it will, 5 years from now, who was the witness on that document? The signer died. They're contesting the will. You better know what you're doing. You better have some proof. So, to answer the question, though, if you're a work notary, okay, let me get some water. If you are a work notary and your job pays for your supplies, they're going to keep that journal at work. They are not going to let you take that journal with all their bank clients' information with you while you out here notarizing at the Publix, okay? That's not going to happen. So in that case, again, I'm going to push back to the state, but most states don't even require you to have a handbook. So in that case, you might have two. So if I were a work notary here in the state of Georgia, I would have one, of course, at the office, and then I would have one that I keep in my car for my personal, my business. Okay, because again, the bank is not going to let you walk around with their book of clients while you out there notarizing in the nursing home and all this other stuff we be doing. So in that case, you can have two. All right, for some clarity. But typically, we're not walking around with 2, 3, 4 journals. We're not. The only exception that I'm going to tell you is okay, after confirming with your state, is if you're a work notary and you're working for this company, ABC, as a notary, and then you have your business on the side. Okay? Very good. Patrice says that was the clarity I needed. You're welcome. Very good. Okay. What other questions do you all have? Because we'll start wrapping up shortly. So let's take advantage of it. What questions do we have? What else do we have? What else? Anything I'm missing? I talked about the journals. So we have the whole journal collection. Check that out over at notaryeducatorsllc.com. We talked about the self-paced courses. Those are also on sale. If you don't want to do mentorship right now, no worries. And coupon code is WIN2025. And you get 60% off. And then really quick too, for my people that have to cancel the mentorship, you don't have to call me, you don't have to email me, you don't have to text me. Just cancel. The same way you enrolled yourself in the course, you unenroll yourself in the course. Okay, so we've been having a little confusion about that. Okay, we've been having a little confusion about that. We are not going to be canceling your membership for you. The same way that you clicked whatever time of day you did and you joined, you can unenroll yourself. Okay, and the instructions are within the email that I say save. Okay, I sent out a nice save email, so please check that out as you're signing up. Skylar says, how much insurance do you have? I have 25,000. I have 25. I've been working with that for 5-6 years. It's worked for me. I've never had anybody call me and say, how much insurance you have? Now, I always add this. If you are trying to work with the company and the company says, you know what, we want you to have ABC amount of insurance. If they require you to work, if they require you to have $100,000 policy, then if you want to work with them, that's what type of policy you will have. Okay? I've been able to work with that. My whole team only works with that. And I don't tell people what to get because that's a business decision. How much they want to have as far as their insurance is concerned. So I don't tell people, you know, you have to have 100,000. And don't forget insurance, the title companies and all of them, not title, the signing companies, they have insurance also. So they're not just sending you out there to notarize documents, which they already know probably gonna be messed up. I hate to keep saying that, but it's so true. It's so true, y'all. I'm telling you, I see some stuff in these streets. I'm trying to work on a thumbnail while I was sitting here. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So they're not just sending you out there to do $1 million property, and they don't have insurance. Okay. So they're covered. So, but you need to be covered too. So you ain't driving no car without car insurance, right? At least I hope you don't. I don't. I don't recommend you do either. Okay. So get you some notary insurance. Okay. Please. I get mine right at the NNA. I think a $25,000 policy is $30. That's it for the whole year. It's worth it. Okay. Charmaine. Hey, Charmaine. Charmaine Michelle says, I'm looking forward to officially starting next week. My son was on spring break this week, so I couldn't join the Zoom calls. Oh, okay, Charmaine. Well, we will see you officially next week. I hope you can make it to the Zoom on Monday is our next one, okay? Our next one is going to be how to add field inspections. You may not be ready for that, but you can just still come. And we only talk for like 10 minutes about topic, and then the rest of that is growing your business. So hopefully you can get something accomplished between now and then, okay? And again, welcome to the program. We love having you. Okay. Let's see. We got Skylar that says LOL. Oh, Lori's welcoming Charmaine. And Skylar says LOL again. Thanks. I have 25. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, again, if you find a company and they say you must have, you know, if they say you must have, you know, $1 million or you must have whatever, then get it. If you want to work with them. Now, just because they tell you got to have that don't mean you have to work with them. Okay? Yeah. Just because they say it, you know, you don't have to work with them. And I don't have anyone that's ever even requested that I have, I'm working on my thumbnail, sorry. I don't have anyone that's ever even asked me to have more coverage, okay? No. And like I said, they have insurance too, so it's not like they just sending me out there willy-nilly. Now, in my case, and I'm not above making a mistake, I made one, it's been about 6 months ago. I talked about it here on the channel, so I do make mistakes, y'all. It's rare. It's very rare because I know what I'm doing. But I do make mistakes, so I'm going to always have my insurance because anything can happen. I might get a flat tire trying to get back to, take my packages to FedEx or something. I miss a deadline. I mean, anything can happen. Skylar says this is awesome. You're welcome. My pleasure. When you get time, you think about it, get yourself together, join mentorship after you get all your ducks in a row. We love to have you. We'd love to have you. So we got a few more minutes together while I find me a fire emoji for my thumbnail here. Put a little fire on there. Okay. Yep. Let's see. We'll do. Yep. We'll love to have you. Okay. Yep. Here we go. Put a little fire on here for the for my thumbnail. All right. All right. Oh, that's kind of cute. Jeffrey would be proud of me. He usually do my thumbnails for some stuff. But I usually do them all for my videos like this. I'm not that creative. We each have our role to play. I am not that creative, y'all, when it comes to thumbnails and stuff. Not at all. I do the best I can. When I first started doing YouTube, I used to beat myself up. I'm like, oh man. And then I realized, you know what, just stay in your lane. No, if that's not your thing, it's not your thing. And it's not my thing. I do the best I can. This is kind of cute though. I got notary burning questions answered. Boom. Hope I got answered spelled right. I'm going to double check that right quick. I think it is though. Alright, what other questions we have before we get ready to get out of here? Anything else? Going once? Going twice? Yes, spelled correctly. What we got? What do we have? Anything else? Y'all better come on. As soon as I get off the live, y'all got questions. I'll take 2 more. What time is it? Yep, I can take 2 more questions. And then I'm going to go and get myself together. I got to clean my tub. More information you probably want to know. But I got to clean my tub. So I think I want to take a bath. I love taking baths. Little information about me. I'm a bath person. Now, sometimes I hate cleaning the tub, but it is nothing like unwinding, you know, after a long day. For me, and I need to wash my face because I just finished walking too. Like, really wash it. I feel grimy. How do I join when I'm ready? That's a great question, Skylar. Yes, Skylar Funk. Yes. So you will go right over to notaryeducatorsllc.com. Everything we're talking about can be found over there. notaryeducatorsllc.com. If you've not listened to the podcast, you can check it out over there too. So everything we're talking about though is over at notaryeducatorsllc.com. Okay? Everything. And we'd love to have you. Put notary Q&A in the thumbnail. Actually, I'll put FAQ. That might be easily find. Okay. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to bid you guys a good evening. And thank you for hanging out with me. Oh, you're welcome, Skylar Funk. We'll look for you. Okay, yep. So all things notary, though, everything for real. General notary, loan signing, apostilles, wedding officiant, remote, how to price, how to market. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. What supplies do you need? Everything you need is included in the mentorship on the YouTube channel. We give it to you in all places. NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. Again, thank you for joining me this evening. On behalf of the team, I am Kimmi Nunnally, your host. Okay? Bye, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to the Notary Educators with Kimmi podcast. We hope you found today's episode helpful and inspiring as you build your notary business. Don't forget to explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training notary library for more resources to expand your skills and services. Stay connected with us on YouTube at Notary Educators with Kimmi for even more tips, tricks, and industry insights. Be sure to subscribe and share this podcast with others who want to succeed in the notary field. Until next time, keep growing and learning, and take your notary business to the next level. See you soon! Don't forget, for all things notary related, visit notaryeducatorsllc.com.